guys, what's up? It's Harley, and today I'm here with my Orilium Readathon wrap-up. It's Harley from the future, a couple months into the future. I filmed that video like right after the Readathon, but I just never edited it. I don't know why, it just never happened, but the August Readathon is getting ready to start, so this is going to be like a recap, and I'm hopefully going to film and edit the damn round 2. Okay, we're gonna try our best. I read 11 books for the readathon, which was really good for me. I wasn't expecting that. I was just like expecting to just get by, but I finished all 6 of my classes, and then I did 5 extra quests, so that was really cool. I wasn't expecting that. My character totally kicked ass. So let's just get into the books, because I kind of want to make this quick, wrap up quick, because I struggle with that. So let's just dive right into the books. I'm going to start with the classes, and then I'm going to do the quests. And I don't think these are in order of how I read them. I think it was just it was just in order. I don't know how it was in order, but it was in order something, okay? So the first book I don't have a physical copy of. I listened to it on audio, so I'll put it here. And it is The Wrong Highlander by Lindsay Sands. I read this for my restoration class, which was to read a book featuring healers. And in this book, the girl is in need of a healer for her father. So she goes to kidnap this guy from another clan, and he's like a notorious healer, but she ends up kidnapping the wrong guy. First of all, she didn't even mean to kidnap him. It was a whole misunderstanding. They like were supposed to go talk to him, and the guys did not communicate things, and next thing you know, we're hitting him over the head and taking him with us. But anyways, they take him. Turns out that the healer is actually his brother. So yeah, I enjoyed the book. The narrator was really good. I just felt like things like happened really quickly. I would have liked more of the wooing between the couple and stuff, because like one moment things were happening and the next moment it was like, we have to get together. I don't know, but it was fun, but I expected it to be funnier from the description. There's a Cammy Ann. Cammy Ann, hi. Say hi. You guys never get to see Cammy anymore. There she is, sweet baby angel. But anyways, I gave that book 3 stars, I believe. Let me check. Yes, I gave that book 3 stars. It was enjoyable, but it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But that was my first class. The second class was Shapeshifting, which is to read a book with claws on the cover, or a creature with claws on the cover, something like that. And I read The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, and this is the second book in the House of Olympus series, which I started, I don't know when I started the first book, but I read the first book like a year or 2 ago or something, and I really loved it, and I just didn't continue on. I don't know, don't come for me, okay? I read this one, I really loved it. I want to pick up the next one, hopefully in May. So this month, yeah, it's May. I keep being like, oh my god, it's May. But I'm hoping to pick up that book. This was really good. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I was upset at the end though, because I did not get my Percabeth reunion that I was expecting. I was expecting it to happen like at the end, but no. But I loved it. I loved Percy, Hazel, and Frank's friendship. I thought they were really cute and like supportive, and I just loved them all. Also, did you guys see the casting announcements for the Percy Jackson show? I dig it. I can't wait to see everything. I just can't wait to see everything. But I really like the people that they cast for the main trio. I think they look really good together, and I just can't wait to see their friendship. So the next class I had was Elemental Studies, which was to read a book under 100 pages. So I went with Memento by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this is a novella in the Illuminate Files series. I thought I had read this, but I don't think I did. I got this. Was this a pre-order for something, like for the last book, or for their Aurora. It's right there. I don't know what it's called. The Aurora Rising, Aurora something. That book, the series. Yeah, Aurora Rising. I don't know if it was for that or for the last book in the Illuminati Files, but I ended up with the little booklet. I just remember it was a pre-order for something. But yeah, I also listened to it on audio because I really like the Illuminati Files on audio. It's really, really good. I just love the sound effects. I love all the different voices. It brings like an extra level to the story. So I listened to that while flipping along in the book, and there's a Sansa now. Oh, you guys get to see all the babies. Hello. I'm trying to pet her, not weird looking. But I really enjoyed this. I gave it 5 stars. I liked seeing this little tidbit before everything went on. Aiden is still freaking creepy as heck. Probably the creepiest character I've ever read about, ever. I don't know. But I like the characters in this. I really enjoyed it. The next class was Conjuration, which was to read a book featuring a source of light. So I went with Undeniable by Melanie Harlow. As you can see, there's some sunlight creeping in on them. And it looks very cute, okay? It looked like a nice, cute read. So I wanted to read it, and I enjoyed it. Once again, I gave this one 4 stars. It was very cute, very enjoyable, quick read. The only thing I have to say is I don't know if it's just an author thing, but with Melanie's books, they always seem to go by like really fast. Like the relationships are just like that. These characters, it felt a little more believable that they got together so quick, because I think this only takes place in a couple days, but with them it was a little more believable because they had like such a history. They grew up with each other like basically since they were born, and they were kind of like friends / rivals, and then they end up like not liking each other. At least she doesn't like him, so they become enemies, but then they get back together, you know, stuff happens, okay? So it was a little more believable that they got together so quickly because they had like years and years of history. But I read one of her other books, and once again, I think it only took place over like a weekend or like a week, and they were together, and somebody's butting me. Somebody's butting me. Hello. Kids, these little kids. But yeah, I gave this one 4 stars. I don't remember if I said that already, but it was cute and enjoyable. Then for my astronomy class, it was to read a book at the top of your TBR, and I don't really know what's at the top of my TBR. I mean, I'm still out of the book loop for like the last like year and a half, but I went with Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco because just this cover is like really pretty, and like the spine is gorgeous, and it just kept calling out to me. So I was like, you can be the top of my TBR. Let's go for it. And this one, my rating, I feel like will surprise you because I actually really like this book. I gave it 3.75 stars. Now, I really liked the book. Like, the idea of it and everything was just so interesting. I just felt like the execution of it wasn't as great, but otherwise I really loved it. Like, if things had gone a little differently in the writing and stuff, I would have given it higher, but I don't know, for some reason I couldn't just give it a 4. I felt like it needed to be a little demoted, but I really enjoyed it. This is another one that I want to pick up the sequel to this month. I have it over there somewhere, right up there. But I want to get back into it because it's still fresh in my brain, and I want to know what happens, and like, okay, I want to know what happens with Amelia and Wrath, okay? But yeah, I really did enjoy this despite my lower rating. Okay, and my last class was Animal Studies, and that was to read. That was a quick read. So for that one, I went with Fake Fiance by Isla Madden Mills because look at it. It looks like a little baby. It's a little short, and it's a romance. So I felt like it would go by really quick. Look at it. You guys got entertainment over there. But I actually really, really like this book. This was my favorite book of April. I gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed the romance. I liked how their relationship evolved over time, and I just thought that the two characters were really cute together. And obviously this is fake dating, so, but yeah, it was really enjoyable. I really liked it. And that was it for my main core classes. Now we're on to the side quests. I do have the side quests written down and the prompts and then my book. And then you got 10 points for each one you completed. And I completed 5, yeah, 6 and 5 is 11, yeah. So I completed 5, so I got 50 extra points for all this. So let's get into that. Most of them are audio, so there won't be an actual book to hold. See some wrestling happening in the corner. The first quest was Rare Ingredient, and that was to read a book with the letter D in the title. I believe the rare ingredient was like a flower that started with a D. So I read A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro, and I ended up only giving that one 2 stars. I actually hadn't rated it. I didn't realize that. I thought I gave it 3, but then I decided to lower it to 2 because like the audiobook was enjoyable. The story itself, I think, was enjoyable, but I just don't mesh with Sherlock Holmes real well. I just get very confused, so I was like, But, I don't know. If you like Sherlock Holmes, you'd probably like this one. I find that I don't vibe with it. Any Sherlock Holmes things I read or watch or anything, I'm just like, okay, it just doesn't click with me. So I only gave that 2 stars. The next one I actually have a physical book for. It was Missing Spellbook, and that was to read a book borrowed from the library. So you're like, how do you have a physical book? What? I borrowed the audiobook from my library that I use, but I actually own a physical book of it. And that is Burn for Burn by Siobhan Vivian and Jenny Han. And this I wasn't expecting much from. I thought it was just going to be like a fun little summary-esque story or something. Just like fun, lighthearted, whatever. But I actually really liked it. I enjoyed the revenge plot so much. Okay, like revenge in real life, you probably shouldn't do that. Revenge in fictional world, go for it. Take them down. But this book ended on a freaking cliffhanger. So this is another one that I want to get to soon while it's still in my mind. But the audiobook was like really good. It has 3 characters, and so each character actually has a different voice, which is nice. I enjoy that when that happens. But we follow these 3 girls that are not friends. 2 of them used to be friends way back in the day, but something happened. And the other one, I don't think she ever knew the 2 of them, but she had moved away for reasons and then had just come back. But they all are kind of intertwined because each one has somebody they want to get back at. And they actually all revolve around the one girl's friend group, which is interesting. But it was kind of crazy, but I really enjoyed it, so I gave it 4 stars. Can't wait to see what happens next. So the next quest was Party, and that was to read a book featuring more than one POV. So for that one, I read Settling the Score by R.S. Gray. It has 2 points of view. It follows a girl named Andy and a guy named, he's British. What was his name? Crap. He's a swimmer. Well, I'll put his name somewhere. I don't remember what the freaking heck his name is, but he was British. He was a swimmer. He was like royalty and stuff. I remember some things, okay? But anyways, I enjoyed this one. The audiobook, once again, really good. I liked the different narrators. I liked the Olympic setting, because if you don't know, they're at the Olympics. She is a soccer player. He is a swimmer, and they are both competing for their countries. And I don't say I love the Olympics. I was gonna say I love the Olympics, but I really like the Olympics. I only like certain sports. I only like certain sports. If it was more of those sports, I would say I love the Olympics. But I only really like soccer, swimming, diving, gymnastics. Those are like the only ones I really watch. So that was a good thing for this book, that it was 2 events that I liked. But there was a lot of royal drama. Children. You sit up there. You sit up there, babies. She's back. She is back. Yeah, hi. Thank you. But it was two sports that I really liked. And the characters were fun. I don't know, the book was just fun. It was a fun time. Like, if you're expecting something serious, might not be for you. But I'll release the dog. But if you're looking for something that's just fun and easy to listen to, I recommend that one. Did I say what I gave it? I gave it 4 stars, so yes. The next quest was Fire Weasel in Danger, and that was to read a book from a new to you author, and I read Love is a Rogue by Lenora Bell. It is a historical romance, and it was really cute. I really liked the main characters. I thought their banter was really fun. The cover's pretty too as well, but she's very bookish and stuff, and he really liked the brainy side of her. Let me tell you, he would go on about her saying smart words to him and be like, yes. But they were really cute. I like that there wasn't like a third party love interest really. Like, her mother wanted to set her up with somebody, but she was like, no. She's like, that's not gonna happen. So I appreciated that it was just the two of them pretty much the whole time. And it was a fun book, and I guess it's a companion like series. So she has this group of ladies that she meets with, and they are a little odd, but I think each one follows them and their like love story that they get. So I'm excited to continue on with that. I ended up giving Love is a Rogue 4 stars because it was fun and enjoyable. A theme of this readathon, a lot of them were fun and enjoyable. And the last book that I ended up reading for this readathon and for the quest section was The Goal by Al Kennedy. This is the 4th book in the Off-Campus series, following Tucker. And if you don't know me, I love the Off-Campus series, like, very, very much. And I love each of the guys. They're just so good. This one, I think Sabrina might be my favorite girl. I love all the girls too, but like I think Sabrina is like my number one. I don't know, I just love her. I think she deserves the world. My heart was just breaking for her in this book. I hate her family so much, and like she's working so hard. She deserves everything. Get it. But anyways, this was for combat training friend needed. I think that was like the title of it, and it was to buddy read a book. So I buddy read this with my friend Victoria, and we both really enjoyed it. I think we've been buddy reading these like the last month or two. Did we start in January? Did we start in January? We might have started in January, because I think February my favorite book was The Mistake, and March was the Dean one, The Score. So I think we actually started in January. So look at that. Completed it. Although there is the novellas, if you want to read that with me. I did not get you that one, but it tells what happens after all this. And then there's the Briar U series. If you're interested in that, let me know. I have only read the first one. But yeah, I gave this 4.5 stars because I really did enjoy it, but there were some things like Tucker's mom was a little annoying, okay, and like just the fact that Sabrina just could not relate her feelings, and Tucker was just like always there being like, I'm gonna wait for her cues, but like maybe put a little more effort in to show you're in it. I feel like they just needed a little push to get together. But I still really enjoy it. Still really love it. Still such a good series. So these are all the physical books that I read last month. As well as just, you know, imagine a couple more for my audiobooks. But yeah, 11 books. Like, that was really good. I don't get to like 10 books anymore in a month. So I was very impressed with myself. But I can't wait for August for the next round of the readathon. I can't wait to see what the prompts are going to be and see if I can handle it as gracefully as I did this term. But yeah, also I'm excited to see what happens with my character Aaron, because I still need to like flesh out her story, but I have ideas. So my favorite book, I believe I said, was Fake Fiance. That was my favorite book of the month of the readathon. Let me know what your favorite book of the readathon was, or if you didn't do the readathon, just in the month of general. And here's hoping that we all pass with flying colors next term. So that is it for my Orilium readathon wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.